Hello, welcome to part 3 of this massive haul. If you haven't seen part 1 or 2, I recommend going and seeing those, especially part 1 where I explain how I'm feeling about all this stuff and some of the backstory to it. So there's that, and also the gloves are on because I have hair dye on my hands and I don't want it to transfer onto the items, possibly considering it's this fun, vibrant blue color. Let's go ahead and jump in. Oh my gosh, this is an ultimate piece that I want to keep. Not my size though. Oh, but you know, it's kind of... You know what, it's stretchy enough in the waist, but I don't think it's stretchy enough for a curvy booty. But Ralph Lauren size 12. It's a silk maxi skirt, screaming hippie, hipster, boho, paisley, right? It's got the chiffon-y gauze going for it, elastic stretch waist, all great keywords. This is gorgeous. And I would keep her if she was my size, but she's not. So we have to give her to another home. Okay, we have 2 Disney pieces. If I'm right, I can probably get like 40 out of this. That might be a stretch, but I think I can get around 40. This is Disney Parks Spirit Jersey, like shirts. This one is Disney World. It says Walt Disney World on the back, really big. Yeah, just a basic one. Established in 1971, right there on the front. People look for park wear. I gotta find my other camera. This one overheats and dies way too much for a haul this big. It's taken me all day to get this far. Next, we have an Armani Collezioni, which last time I bought a men's item, it sold super duper fast. And it's Italian made. It's just like a basic men's button up. As far as I understand, there it is, 100% viscose. Armani Collezioni is discontinued. There's that. It's a diffused line of Armani. Just a men's basic button up. Very basic keywords. Okay, and you know what? Basic words are the hard ones to really nail down keyword wise, but it's a men's item. Men are basic. Okay, so I'm just going to put Armani Collezioni button up because this is not a button down. There are no buttons on the collar. Men's shirt, long sleeve pockets. I can't remember off the top of my head if viscose is breathable. We'll notate if it is. Italian made. Those are the kind of keywords for an item like this. Next we have Francesca Bettini Italian made linen dress. I love picking up this brand and I'd keep it if it was my size. Once again, this whole thrift trip is things I would buy. Just a beautiful, regular A-line, shifty type linen dress, tiered, pleated, woven, breathable, Italian made, classic. I already showed you that. I don't know why I'm showing that. Classic. You know what? This is actually a roll tab sleeve too. How cool. That's a very nice detail on this. I'm afraid to keep touching it because, like I said, I had blue hair dye on my hands. There's only a little bit left. It's like in my nails. I don't know if you can see it. Some brown too. Oh, I'm so afraid that I touched that. A Susan Bennett vintage piece. I got this for a very stylistic reason and one reason only, because it touches everything needed for my dark soul girlies who I love. And it is a very vintage gothic dress. How gorgeous is she? We have like the velour or velvety top, all black, has this beautiful pleated detail down the front. It's a full zip back, or not full zip, like, but generally, you know, like a long zip area. The bottom is that, you know, that Italian texture. I don't know what to call it, but you can hear it. And it has a beautiful little design inside of it. I'm not sure what to call that. It is back slit as well. So yeah, this is for my gothic witchy girls. That's what we're going for. So we're going to mention a vintage Susan Bennett midi dress. And then we're going to put gothic, witchy, velvet, those kind of keywords. There are no pockets. Yeah, that's what we're going for. Okay, that's what we're going for. These do sell too when it is a brandless Italian made dress. So as you see, it just says made in Italy. Linen. When it's linen, heck yes. It has this front slit, which is interesting. It's very daring, a front slit. So yeah, we put boutique Italian made linen dress. I would probably say shift dress, midi length, woven, breathable, classic. slit. We'll just put slit, and then I'll describe that it's a front slit, and I take the measurement of the slit too because some people care how high the slits go. Those are all the kind of words we're going to use for this really cool piece. So yeah, just a very basic, non-branded Italian made linen dress. Yeah, okay, I'm really excited for this one, and I think I can do better than the comps, and the comps are beautiful. We're talking about a minimum of $100. Where's the top of it? This is vintage William Pearson. If you see this tag, always pay attention. William Pearson. With the right pieces, you can make a pretty penny. We're talking up to $400. And mine, I think, will, this tag specifically, oh, I forget what decade it is off the top of my head right now. Is it 80s? I can't remember. I'll have to look again. But this time period of a tag goes for about $100. However, mine is more fancy than the other ones that are listed around that. And it's this gorgeous, like, evening wear. Beautiful, beautiful dress. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. Look at her. Purple, the most gorgeous purple. I'm gonna push this for a lot more than 100. I don't know if I can get 200 out of it, but I'm gonna push it because William Pearson goes for nice money. And I paid $5.29 for this at Max, you know? And it does have a paper tag inside for dry cleaning. I don't know if it has a side tag. But yeah, so this is a vintage piece, and I'm not sure of keywords yet, just because I want to be very picky and selective so that I can maximize my money. I'm not sure how we're going to target this, but we want to make it sound fancy, okay? So definitely vintage, obviously William Pearson. Evening gown, probably something along the lines of that. Purple seems to be a color that sells. I'll probably mention the color. It does have a nice, I don't know if that's satin, it's thicker. Vintage has a very specific feel, and I need to go find out the terms they would use for those. But yeah, the other dresses are not as evening wear as this one that sold for around 100. So I'm gonna really push it to see if I can maximize my money with some research. Okay, these next two are the same brand, and I don't know if they're great. I was having trouble getting comps, and this was in the middle of a freaking tornado. Not lying, tornado. So go watch part 1 for the story about the tornado. But at this point, with these two, I was like, we're just gonna go. I'm just gonna buy them and hope they're great. It's Symphony and No. I don't know anything about the brand, but they feel quality. I could be totally wrong. And it's this really cool chambray. This reminds me of the 70s. It's kind of a 70s style, retro-y chambray dress, sheath dress. Really cool, like chambray color blocking there. Does it have any stretch? It has some stretch. It has cute little pockets right there. So that's how I'm going to, I need to research this to see if it's worth anything, but we're definitely targeting the like 70s vibe with this. So that's how, yeah, all those words I just said are all things I'm going to put into the words for this. Okay, this I think is vintage, barely maybe. It might have, I feel like it's vintage. I'll have to go look again. But I couldn't find the tag on it. However, with Google reverse image search, it's an Avon handkerchief dress. So it's not made anymore, I don't think. I don't know, I might be telling you all wrong info. But look at it, she's so pretty. Full handkerchief, if you look at that. Turned into a dress sewn together. And it has this really cool kind of like racer back detail right there. Deep V plunge, silky, satiny feel. It is kind of textured too. Why does it remind me of the Cleveland Browns? It's not even, maybe it's the orange in this reminds me of the Cleveland Browns. No, or is it the Miami Dolphins? Well, they both have that orange color, don't they? I don't know. It makes me think of sports, funny enough. But this is a very 70s style. I think it is vintage. If it is, we're going to include that. And if it is vintage, it's probably Y2K. So between Y2K and 70s style, we'll have enough words to go off of with it being a handkerchief, deep V, racer back type of dress. So there's plenty of keywords there for that. Okay, next we have a silk skirt. And it is, I think it's vintage, but don't quote me. I feel like it's vintage. Vintage silk. I'm going to research it just to be sure. But Jennifer Moore, 100% silk. Size 6, midi. No, that's a maxi. That's a maxi skirt. I thought it was midi. Beautiful pattern. As you see, it looks like it's metallic, but it's not. It's just a really vibrant yellow floral. So vintage silk maxi skirt, floral. I'd even go the bohemian route with this. So those are all words I would definitely use with this here. Is it a wrap skirt? If it's a wrap skirt, done. Let me see. No, it's not. It felt like it was. Because it kind of crosses over. So I will mention that. It's like a faux wrap. I will mention a faux wrap. Beautiful, beautiful skirt. Another one of those log and look cottagecore boho-y dresses for Old Navy, plus size. So we have a 3X Old Navy. Clearly a newer tag. As you guys know, these are going great for me. So I've said my keywords for this type of stuff a million times. I'm not sure if these are the exact keywords I'll use, but we're going to go with something along the lines of cottagecore, boho, log and look, textured type keywords. And it's full button, I believe. Is this the full button? One of them's, no, this one's not. No, it is. Yeah, full button all the way down. So these are the Old Navy dresses that are doing great. Okay, next is a vintage piece, and this is the jacket that goes with it. And I'm going to set it down so I can focus on the skirt, but it does have these beautiful ornate buttons, or the dress, not skirt. And this is vintage rabbit. I'm assuming like it just says rabbit 3 times. Here's the tag. It is vintage. And once again, we are focusing on my Whims the Gothic witchy girls. So the jacket is super cute, but the focus here is this. We have this mixed textile, I guess we'll say. That's probably the best word to use for all this. The top is like the velour-y, velvety feel. The bottom is a satiny metallic. And let's see, how long are you? On my 5'2" self, you would be a maxi. So a midi to a maxi. And we're just going to focus on those kind of words. This is evening wear, maybe even casual wear. You know what? I'm going to look. This is going to fit something like The Craft. I'm going to go watch all my favorite witchy movies from earlier periods and see if I can locate a good like feel for who wears it, because that's how we get it to move fast. So yeah, something along the lines of that. There's going to be a movie that has similar wardrobes that I can use as a keyword to get this out the door fast. Okay, next we're moving on to another Old Navy 3X here. Same tag. And once again, we have the cottagecore log and look bohemian tiered woven dresses. Those are all the keywords that sell this. This one is not smocked, but it is pleated. Prairie might be a stretch for this one, so I probably won't use that, but full button down as well, is it? No. Are you? Yeah, another full button down, all the way down it. So, yep. Another one that will sell itself with the right keywords. I'm trying to speed up because it's getting to bedtime for my kids. I still gotta cook dinner, and I still gotta film other videos and do eBay work. There's so much to do today. We got some homeschooling done. That's good. So this one is really cool. It is very much grunge Y2K, so I had to get it. I don't know much about this brand, so I'm gonna have to look it up to see if it is that or not. It feels old. The brand is Paniti, as you see there, and it is very much a grungy handkerchief, fairycore, grunge, whimsicothy type top. Oh my gosh. You guys know I wasn't cute. No, this is a dress. Is this a dress? It would be a mini dress. I don't know. I think that this is, I think it's a top. Okay, we're gonna go with the top. But those are all the keywords I'm gonna use for this. And it's woven, it's sheer, that's another one. You can see my hand like straight up through it if you pay attention there. So, yes, gorgeous piece. Very interesting. It has a floral design too. A lot going for that piece. It's a stretch to see how much I can get out of it because it's like sleeveless and all that, but stylized wise, I think it's gonna do good. I'm sorry, I'm trying to hurry now because like, yeah, I told you guys, I'm out of time for doing all this. This is a Intimately Free People, which is hit or miss, but this style right here is so in right now in the comps. This specific one I couldn't find in the comps, but the style is comping for a bread and butter price. We're gonna get around 25 bucks. Size large, sheer top. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of people like to layer these with pieces. Very much like Lizzie McGuire vibes, Y2K vibes. So yeah, pretty self-explanatory on that one. Okay, overheated camera again. Let's try again. Lafleur. Here's the tag. So I found a few of these. I also have this in pink somewhere in here. It's just like a basic blouse, very much like business casual. Let me step back. There you go. Business casual. This one is kind of like a charcoal color. It has like a blue hue to it. It's like charcoal and blue mixed. Charcoal and navy. These were comping great. I don't want to lie to you guys, but I feel like off the top of my head, I think it was in the low 40s, I think. So yeah, we're just talking about like Lafleur classic blouse, business casual, basic minimalist, staple piece, capsule wardrobe. I don't know, just really basic words for this one. It seems like Lafleur kind of sells itself. All right, my daughter found this one. Oh, I just love this. If it was my size, I would so keep this. It's a Camille and Co Italian made linen blouse. Let's step back so you can see the whole thing. She's gorgeous. Look at these sleeves. Oh my goodness. Very much giving like 70s. Oh, that's such a good combination. Italian linen 70s retro style. That's, yeah, I would buy that. Here's the tag for Camille and Co. And honestly, I don't comp linen when it's Italian made because people look for Italian linen in my opinion. And I always sell it, I feel like. There's a few pieces that don't move, but for the most part they will. Yeah, these sleeves alone, like, come on. So, yeah, we have an Italian made linen blouse, bell sleeves. Well, it's not bell. What is that called? There's a word for that. I can't remember the word for the sleeve right now. Woven. It's got a really cool geometric floral kaleidoscope type print. Those are all words I could use. Breathable. Those are the kind of words we would use for something like this. Okay, next we have Blank London, which is an Anthropologie brand, I believe. Here's the tag. I got it because this style specifically comped well for bread and butter. And the buttons are actually in the back. It looks like they belong in the front, but it's in the back. It's like a peasant gypsy blouse. Beautiful sleeves. Chiffon, pleated. There's like a laced embroiderment on there too, like along this trim. So, you know, basic Anthropologie, boho-y, peasant-y type words. Okay, this next one is an interesting one. I've never heard of the brand, and this is new with tags, and it seems like the more artsy it is, the better it does. So I can get somewhere in the 30s for this probably. Here's the tag. It's called 3 Potatoes. Did I show it backwards? I think I did. 3 Potato. Is this like a cheapy brand? I don't even know. The comps did good though. I found very similar ones selling in the 30s. So yeah, just look at that. 3 Potato. This is a size large, and it's an art to wear piece. Very much art to wear. Is it a cityscape? I feel like it's giving me like, it reminds me of like New York. Like I'm thinking of buildings in New York with a little bit of greenery near the sidewalks. This looks like, that's what it's giving me. I don't know if anybody else is seeing that in it, but, or maybe it's a bunch of photos of potatoes. Who knows? But it's a very interesting piece. So it's going to just be targeted for the art to wear people. Not sure of all the keywords because this is a new to me brand, but I'm just going to look at the comps and kind of go off of that, but art to wear, obviously. All right, that's the end of this haul. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some great keywords and ways to word things, all that kind of jazz. Feel free to check out another video somewhere up here. I'll see you over in that video.